Welcome back, everyone. The final installment of Okami. We'll be finishing up today. Might be a little bit of a short one. We don't have a lot to do, but it's gonna be probably the biggest moment. We have all of our scrolls done. We have all of our techniques. We've got everything that we could possibly need. So all we have to do is cross the Rainbow Bridge. So, I hope you'll join me today. Wait, Yami. You know what'll happen if you cross this Rainbow Bridge and board the Ark of Yamato, don't you? I mean, that boat is bad news. The people of Kamui all know that. It's the most hated and feared thing in all the land. Even legends have nothing good to say about it or Laoichi Lake. And you know there's no turning back once you board that thing. Huh? You look like you want to say something. Resolve? You mean you've got the resolve to pass the point of no return? Of course. I see. Well, I guess this is it then. Yami, don't you go dying like you did 100 years ago. Wait a sec, Yami. Well, we've been through a lot together. How long's it been since we first met? It all started in the valley of Sakuya's chest. Then we laid the smackdown on Orochi, then that fox wench. We even went inside an emperor's body and traveled to the bottom of the sea. Then, before I knew it, I found myself back in my own land. And now it all ends with the appearance of the legendary Ark. But for you, it's just the start of an even greater adventure. Sorry, Yami. I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. As I told you from the beginning, I joined you so that I could steal those 13 brush techniques of yours. We found them all during our travels, and now each and every one has been etched into my mind. It's not like I've mastered them yet, but I plan on having loads of fun with my newfound skills. It's a bit sad to see you go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, pal. No, Amy, no! Look, you're a god. I'm a sprite. We live in completely different worlds. The road ahead may be a tough one, but it's one you're just gonna have to walk alone. I know. It's just, I got things I need to do too, you know? Now let's wrap this up. I can't stand long goodbyes. Farewell, my furry friend. Hold it right there, furball. How many times do I have to tell you? We gotta go our separate ways. Now leave me alone, you thick-headed lump of fur. He's right, ma chérie. Your way lies with this ark. You again. At last, a path to the heavens has opened up. Oh, fantastique! How long have I yearned for this moment? 200 years? No, it must have been much longer. Bah! What are you babbling on about now, you big fruitcake? Path to the heavens? On that creepy old hunk of junk? What a fitting exit for a half-baked prophet like you. I have no idea what you're up to, and frankly, I don't care. I'm not a part of this anymore, so I'm gonna split. Have fun, you two. Afraid of the legendary Ark, are we? What did you say? Well, if you must go, then go. Besides, only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board the fabled Ark of Yamato. You never had a ticket, and you never will. Why, you witless two-bit half-baked prophet? You're just trying to trick me into getting on that stupid boat. I'm not gonna fall for something like that. I'm no fool. So there. Wait a sec. I know. Maybe I should just hop on board your little boat. Yeah, and then I should tear the place apart as a little parting gift to you. Don't blame me. I already told you. Only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. But you didn't need me to tell you that, my little bouncing friend. You know very well why you can't board this ark. Do I not speak the truth, little celestial envoy? Well, it's about time. Ah! My little friend, I have another prophecy for you. Listen up, because this will no doubt come in handy for you. It takes two to tango. The bond of the brush shall intercede. I thought I'd give you the long version since it was my last. Pretty good, don't you think? Those unwilling to fulfill their own destiny cannot board the ferry to the celestial plane. Life is all about resolve. Outcome is secondary. It is resolve that determines the value of your life. You have no doubt met many such resolute people in your journeys. Well, my little bouncing friend, I must bid you adieu. Shall we, Machete? We have a date with destiny, and we mustn't keep her waiting. No. See you soon. She tried. She tried to get to him. Well, here we are. And spots. My goodness, I can hardly believe it. My eyes have been enveloped in darkness all this time, but I know when I see a divine being before me. OkamiHD, you've returned home. I, Marco, would like to welcome you on behalf of all Celestials. Celestial being Marco. Oh, I made a mistake. I said that you'd returned home, but of course I was wrong. This is the inside of the dreaded ark which fell from the heavens. It's nothing like our wonderful home, the celestial plane. Alas, only my spirit remains in this world. It's been imprisoned here for many years. Perhaps it was my destiny. OkamiHD, I'd be so grateful if you could bestow upon us a small gift. Not only for me, but the others who succumb to death. In exchange, I will give what I can. I'm sure that it would lift everyone's spirits. Money or demon thing. So he's a shop, but he's important because he's got the last 2 pieces of gold dust that we need. Oops, I didn't mean to bite him. Actually, I'm curious. If you bloom him, does he come and pet Yami? Oh, he does. And I don't believe he has anything super special with demon fangs. Nope, just normal stuff. And let's see, do we have anything to sell? I don't remember if we do. I think we have a couple of things. Oh, we do still have... Oh, I don't guess I ever sold all my fish. Would have been nice to have. That's alright. There we go. We still have almost 600,000 yen after the end of all that. Alright, so what we can do is we can finally upgrade. Oops. Finally upgrade our last 2 weapons. So look at that. Every single one of the divine instruments are now golden. Alright, so this is the Ark of Yamato. And these are all symbols of things that beings that we fought in the past. There's Blight, there's Orochi, the Spider Queen, Crimson Helm, and Ninetails. Very interesting thing, there is concept art of the inside of the Ark of Yamato, where you have these 4, but then instead of Crimson Helm, you have Lechku and Nechku. So originally, and that honestly would have made more sense to fight Lechku and Nechku, but the thing is that I think mechanic-wise, since Amaterasu is alone, it wouldn't have made sense because you required having Oki with you whenever originally fighting the 2 owls. So the order I'm going to fight them in is the order that I fought them in the story. So we're going to start with the Spider Queen. There's no correct order. There's no secret order. You just fight all of them. Goodness, if I'm not mistaken, you're from our home, the Celestial Plane. It's you, OkamiHD. Who would have thought that we would meet again after all this time? All my waiting under the dark, cold ice has paid off. We Celestials may have lost our physical form, but our spirits live on and are with you for all eternity. Celestial being Hakuba. We were heartbroken after the battle on the Celestial Plane, when you fell to this world with that monster. We managed to escape before it happened, but little did we know the tragedy that was about to befall us. After we ran away from the battle, we boarded the Ark of Yamato, hoping to get away. But not long after we set sail, countless monsters appeared from the depths of the Ark. Having nowhere to run, all of us were devoured by the monsters. This Ark, which was built by the lunar civilization, turned out to be a cargo ship designed to transport thousands of monsters. Not long after setting sail, the Ark lost its rudder and plummeted down to this world. The Celestials on board, each and every one of us, were slain. I don't know why the Moon Tribe built such a thing, but when the Ark fell to this world and brought such a tragedy, well, it was nothing short of a disaster. OkamiHD. It seems that the Ark has begun to move again after all this time. But this place is like a nest of dark beings. Please take care not to be sucked into the darkness. You got it. Let's see what's in all the pots. I missed. I think it's just gonna be food and money, as usual. Alright, on we go. Spider Queen. missed. See if we can reposition here. There we go. I can do it the way you're supposed to do it. Or the way that they probably figured out you do it. We'll let the battle last a little longer. Because we really didn't ever get to see any of her attacks before because I just obliterated her right out the gate. And the Spider Queen is put to rest. Where's the exit? There it is. OkamiHD. It seems one of the dark beings has disappeared. If only all the evil power would leave our midst, then I'm sure the Ark would return to the celestial plane. Ah, I was ready for immortality, but now it seems the time has come for my spirit to take leave. It's brought joy to my heart to have met you before I depart. I hope that you will return to the celestial plane, Amaterasu, and that you will bring light to this world once more. Now we've turned the bridge blue. And the symbol. Okay, I'm actually going to leave Orochi for last, I think. We fought him plenty of times. And just to switch things up a bit, let's do the Tundra Beads for Crimson Helm. These will actually be much more potent now that they've got gold dust on them. Been a long time since we fought this one. That didn't take. Got him. Let's go ahead and stick with the tundra beads for blight. We get a little bit more time with them. It's you, OkamiHD. I did wonder when the ark began to move. Lo and behold, it's the guardian of our home, the celestial plane. Celestial being, Sato. Why did such a tragedy befall us? This ark was built by the lunar civilization as a rescue boat. It had been enshrined in the celestial plane for many years. We believed it would be safe. In order to ensure our future existence, we fled to the ark when a monster attacked us. How could we have known this ark would become our coffin? I don't know. Maybe it was our destiny. Perhaps it was all decided from the start. That monster, Orochi, who attacked the celestial plane, had suddenly come flying across the sea of stars. And after destroying our people and our homeland, it went on to cause pain and suffering in this world. Perhaps it was all preordained by the Moon Tribe. We have to remember that Kaguya is also part of the Moon Tribe. Not that I'm saying it's her fault. Well, I was kind of hoping that we would have a little bit longer, but Power Slash is way too powerful for that. It's just a testament to how powerful Amaterasu has become. It's a Yamato version of the inside of the Emperor's belly as well. It's got all the weird little drip drops. Alright, so for Ninetales, we're gonna swap to Thunder Edge. OkamiHD! I sense the presence of someone here on the Ark. Could it be that man from the Moon Tribe? I can feel his pain somewhere deep down inside this Ark. Amaterasu, you must save him without a moment's delay. You must stop the seeds of tragedy from being sown. In order for the evil in this world to be exorcised, the sun god Amaterasu must return to the celestial plane. I pray that you will watch over the world from the heavens, and that you will bestow peace upon us all. Here's our Fox Boy Ninetales. And they still do that nonsense with the brush, but we can do quite a bit of damage with that. See, look, all of his tails are burned now. And see, we don't actually have to use their lightning clouds. We can use Thunder Edge, which is a little bit more satisfying. Ah, they're attacking me with Foxfire. Just get a burn right back on him. Ah. Zap. Now there's only one. Which can't burn it anymore, I don't think. Finally, Ninetales has been put to rest. Oh, didn't do as well on that one. Took too long. And then I'll go ahead, oops, and swap to Solar Flare again. As a matter of fact, let's have a little bit of fun. We'll put Divine Retribution as our sub-weapon. So it'll be Amaterasu's 2 canonical reflectors. I've been waiting for you, Okami Amaterasu. My fleeting spirit will disappear at any moment. I'm glad I was able to hold on long enough to meet with you. Celestial being, Azumi. Long, long ago, you and Orochi fell together to this world. Then you waited for the Chosen One to put an end to Orochi's life. You waited patiently for countless moons, until finally the Chosen One, Nagi, was born. Together you sent the monsters of the moon to its fate. You didn't realize it, but that was just one ripple in the wave of darkness. It's exactly 100 years since the legend of Nagi. The monster was quietly recovering its strength for all those years, until it used Nagi's descendant, Susanoo, to complete its revival. And once again it tried to destroy this world. When you defeated it, the next stage of its plan began. It cursed the land with its evil power. And the world was soon overrun with monsters from the Ark. Orochi's evil essence was more than enough to power them all. The smoldering powers of darkness exploded throughout Nippon. and the world was thrown into a storm of chaos never seen before. After that, well, you saw with your own eyes. The evil powers that left those monsters you defeated have all gathered here in the Ark of Yamato. Exorcism of the roots of evil is a daunting task. You must keep your eyes open for what's in the center of it all. Alright, here we go to fight Orochi for the third and final time. I don't think you can counter the whirlwind with wind. Ding dong. The water one was extremely squishy for some reason. It was just one combo with my weapon to defeat it. poison one is also just a single combo. Never figured out why they do it that way. Perhaps there's some lore reason. Finally, the firehead. This one's actually more powerful than any of the other heads. And Orochi's finally put to rest. OkamiHD. It has begun at long last. The waves of darkness have finally begun to roll. All this evil power, I cannot hold on much longer. Amaterasu, there is one final thing I must tell you. The man of the Moon Tribe with the golden hair. I want you to tell him something. The Celestials will never forget how he fought alongside you when Orochi attacked. We are forever grateful. And that's it. Nowhere else to go but up. I'm gonna put this here for no particular reason. Alright. This is it. The final ascent. OkamiHD. Just being able to see you with my own eyes, I can't tell you how much joy it brings me. It pains me that I can't remain with you until the end, but I know that you won't let us down. Now I must join the others, but I'll never forget you, and how we used to play in the fields in our homeland. I pray that you will always shine bright, Amaterasu. There you are, Amaterasu. I thought I could handle this before you arrived, but it seems I have met my match. This brings back memories, Mashari. Remember when we faced Orochi together on the celestial plane? Behold, it is shrouded in darkness, but make no mistake, this is none other than Yami, the evil ruler of darkness. It was he who slew the Celestials on board this very ark, and brought misfortune upon the land of mortals. Of course, it's too dark to see his true form now. And so it begins. The dreaded day of darkness is upon us. The day of darkness, when the moon eclipsed the sun. What happens to Yami? No! Distorted time and space brings about this phenomenon. This ill-fated day only occurs once every 100 years. Nobody, not even the gods, has the power to stop it. Still, I shall stand firm and fight this battle. For it was I who brought the Ark of Yamato to the celestial plane. But I was oblivious to the evil that lurked in its depths. I caused the death of countless innocent celestials, and brought a curse upon the land of mortals. However, I cannot reset my actions, nor undo the past. Amaterasu, Orochi can only be defeated with the power of the Chosen One. That's what I told you, and you waited for me without question. You waited patiently in this land of mortals. You waited for the day that Nagi, the Chosen One, was born. You believed in me despite knowing that I count myself among the ranks of the accursed Moon Tribe who had escaped from the lunar realm. I was deeply moved by your earnest spirit. That is why my faith in you has not waned since that fateful day, when we engaged Orochi in battle side by side. Amaterasu, you must return to the celestial plane. You must do so in order to bring peace to this world. Waka. No powers, no weapons. Here we go. Just some Emmy food. What? Whack him enough? We regain rejuvenation. So we can stick it to him. Ha! Oh. And now, power slash. Rip him open. You know what? Projectiles can just get relaunched back at you. And we can fill that hole in. Green sprout? Well, why don't we just open this big metal bulb and get to the heart of the problem. I'll throw in a power slash. Ha, gotcha. He's green now. Oh, he's on fire. Well, you can't do anything about him. What do we get next? Cherry bomb. Well, you know, I'm gonna crack it open with a few bombs. There we go. Hey there, fish face. Would you like another bomb? Oh, I put it down there. I guess we can't bomb him right here. We walloped him enough to get some more, though. Water spout. Oh, you're on fire? Well, you know, we have something for that now. How about another cherry bomb? Nope, it didn't take. Oh, he's up here now. Hi, Yami. What you doing, buddy? Trying to hide. There we go. Crescent. And I think we can get Susanoo to come and we'll slice him open. I don't think we can get Susanoo to come back though. Oh no, we can. Okay, cool. Some ice. We can send these back at him. No, won't let us do that. Yeah, give us your orb. Now we've got Galestorm back. Whoa! go. There's another one. Now Inferno. Whoa! Alright. Just melt the ice for a moment. Is this going to be Veil of Mist? It is. Well, now we can do this. Oh, and I don't know if you saw. Here, we can do it again. If we use it and you look right up in the middle, it's Queen Himiko. She's come to give us a hand as well. Now I suppose we've been stuck. Hey look, it's our buddy! Oh, used up too much. Alright, let's see if we can't stop it where we want it. It's right there. Ah, well, you know, that works. Oh, hello. Nice of you to drop by. And some ink. That'll work. You're going back up there again, huh? It's alright, we'll power slash you a few times. Get you to the next phase. You've seen a running theme in this. It's, you get to use every single one of the celestial abilities. He tried to kick me. Now we get Catwalk. Which may not be incredibly useful for the fight proper, but got a couple things we can use it on. You see, if you take too long, he'll close his hatch up. So you won't be able to ride any, or you won't be able to use power slash or anything on him. We don't necessarily need these items, but, you know, we have catwalk, so might as well use it. Look, there's a golden peach. And then we reclaim Thunderstorm. So now whenever he does this nonsense, we can give him the old zap. Blizzard. So now we can grab some ice and freeze him solid and keep him from being able to leave. I don't think we'd have enough time to get this going. Maybe we did. Let's have a little drizzle as well. Not that it did much. Oh, or some zap. There it is. Come on, give us the ball. There we go. Just had to send some more rockets back at him. But no result screen. Maybe it'll wait till later. Down for the count. Not bad for a ball. Well, you know the drill. Let's have one of those famous howls of yours. But he's not really here. Ah! He's draining us. Bah, that furball's always spacing out like that. Yami can't get anything done without my help. Is that doggy crying somewhere, sis? Is that why the sunshine has disappeared? I haven't seen the doggy for a while now. Am I saying there's no such thing as God's cause all this? Snowy, the hole-digging king. I never dreamt that you were a god. You're gonna make Hayabusa a nervous wreck if you don't get that sun shining again soon. Amaterasu, thanks to you, we can protect our village by ourselves. But you must be strong and triumph over evil, for the canine warriors so dearly wish to see you once more. That god sure was burning with passion. I don't know what happened, but if that mongrel doesn't come out of hiding, I'll have to send up a really big one to reignite that passion. Oh, so that wolf was really a god? Perhaps I should have made an offering of my bamboo ware. It may be my fault that the sun has ceased to shine. Who would have ever thought that that rascal was really Shiranui reborn? My, how that god loved my cherry cakes. Could this darkness be caused by hunger? Chirp. Uh-oh. The boss is praying. Snowy, did something happen to you? Why has the sun suddenly disappeared? Fido won't roll over and play dead for evil. No brother of mine would dream of it. Ha ha ha. Something in your brushwork touches the heart, Isun. You never abandoned your life as an artist after all. When one tries to master something, it ends in either success or failure. But it is in the attempt itself where you find the true value. Believe in your own power and walk your own path. Isun, I see you have finally heeded your calling. Your resolve is plain to see in your drawing. It has the power to move people's hearts and inspire their faith in the gods. Amaterasu, their faith shall be your power. Ha ha ha! He did it! My grandson did it! Look at the spirit behind this beautiful brushwork. He truly deserves the title of Celestial Envoy. It's work like this that can show the true glory of the gods and guide people to the right path. There's one thing I'm sure of, Amaterasu. You found a much better companion than I could ever be. Okay, everyone. I know it's kinda hard to see in this darkness, but get a load of my latest work. Isun the Wandering Artist presents his interpolation of the great god Amaterasu. Can you hear me, Yami? You're not floundering about without me, are you? You gotta pull yourself together. I finally chose my path, and I have the resolve to see it through. I've started to roam the land as your missionary. But you gotta take care of things on your end, too. Don't look so sad. Just psych yourself up like we always did, remember? Oops, I almost forgot. Check these out, everyone. It's the great god Amaterasu descending from the heavens. Pretty good, huh? Amy was smiling down from the sky just a little while ago. Something must have disturbed the furball's concentration, though. That's why the world has gone dark. Without Amy, we can't take a refreshing nap outdoors. Rice won't grow. Plants and flowers will wither. Laundry won't dry. Monsters will roam about like they own the place. In other words, our world will be a total mess. No one wants to live in a world like that, especially me. So come on, everybody. Let's join together to call upon the great god. Let's show Amy that we truly believe. Put your hands together and pray. Let's make our gratitude obvious. I mean, we shouldn't pray only when we want something. We should consider how the gods must feel once in a while. We should even take on some of their burden. If you pray with all your heart, maybe the sun will cheer up and show itself once again, lighting our world with its heavenly glow. After all, the best thing about the great god Amaterasu is that happy-go-lucky spirit. Right, Amy? Answer if you can hear me, you big furball. All the people that she's helped along the way. Now they get to help her. The last brush technique that we had ever since the beginning. The sun rises. Look who's come back. Fantastique, Amaterasu! What a long and winding road it's been, eh, ma chérie? But at long last, our arch-nemesis Yami, the Dark Lord who brought darkness upon the land of mortals, has been annihilated for all eternity. I must say, I was really surprised by your little bouncing friend. You couldn't have done it without him. That tickles. Down, heel. You're going to lick me to death. Well, Amaterasu, time to embark to even stormier seas. Making the world a better place is never easy. You must return to the celestial plane and set things in order. Only then can you usher in a new age of peace in the mortal world. Our journey is far from over, ma chérie. Now full speed ahead. First stop, the celestial plane. And there they go. The path to the heaven, eh? Kinda sounds like fun. You remember what I said the first time I met you, Yami? There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. So I'm going, Furball, and there's no way you're gonna stop me. I'm gonna pull out all the stops and inspire people's faith in you. You're gonna have more believers than you know what to do with. You'll see. Until then, take care of yourself, you big furball. And he has a guardian sapling. I love this game so much. It's such an adventure. I always try to give it a few years in between each time I play this game so that things aren't just... so that I don't remember every single little detail and I can relive moments of it. So, the in-credit song is, on this version, is something from North Ryoshima Coast. There is a version, the original PlayStation 2 version of the ending had a song, I believe it was called Reset Thank You Edition. I don't know why, but it, to my knowledge, is not played on any version except for the PlayStation 2 version, and possibly I have heard it is the ending credit song for the Switch version, but only if you play in Japanese. It is by far, by and large, a much better and gorgeous song. I highly recommend looking it up on YouTube or something, because it is a very, very gorgeous song, and it is an extremely touching ending to this entire experience. Now we get to see what everybody's doing. Oki, Samikul, and Lika are fighting off demons. Orihime has her baby. The K9 warriors are busy keeping Kusa village safe. The Kusa 5, I guess, is what they're called now. Dynamic gets to have a nap. And then here we see a young boy and my seal that I made. A young boy with a Susanoo and Kushi. And that concludes this most secret of tales. Well then, I'd say that's enough storytelling for today. This story contains the hopes and dreams of many fine people. Keep it close to your heart and cherish it. What's that? You want to know why I alone know this tale that no one knows? You listened to the whole story and never figured it out. You missed the whole point. Cheese. What's wrong with you? I suppose I'll have to tell the whole story all over again. You'd best learn to show my brush the respect it deserves. Anyway, I'm tired. Let's call it a day. If you're eager to hear more, I can tell you the rest of the story some other time. Until then, do your best to live up to the heroes I told you about. It's time to roll this scroll up and give it a title. Okami Amaterasu's Adventure. Come back again, okay? Until next time. So yeah, our narrator all along was Isun himself. Just older, maybe wiser. Gosh, I love this game. all credit to the people of Clover, the former Clover Studios, and all the individuals who just made this such an excellent game, and then all the people at Capcom who kept this game and made it an HD version and just kept releasing it over the years on different platforms, keeping this masterpiece alive. It is truly probably my most beloved and most favorite game in the whole world. It's just so unique. The storytelling is fantastic. It's fun to be in the world. It's a gorgeous work to look at. And there we go. For finishing the game, you get results. And then, to the final total results. 37 hours, 13 minutes, and 21 seconds. Whoop, that went too fast. 0 deaths. 957 enemies defeated. Over 7 million yen. Over 1,000 demon fangs. Over 6,000 praise. Oh, and I can go back. 41 saves and 61 days passed. So here is the final results screen. You need to have... Let me actually look it up. In order to gain Cherry Tree rank, you have to have I believe 4 or less deaths, at least 550 enemies defeated, 4 million or more yen, which you can have spent. You just have to have gained it at least. You have to have gained a total amount of 4 million. You have to have obtained at least 300 demon fangs, and you have had to have found more than 4,500 praise. And again, you can spend the last 3. You just have to have had a max amount of that much. The playtime, the days passed, and the saves... Or the days passed and the saves don't matter as much, but there is another... there is another achievement or possible thing where you need to have at least 31 hours. Congratulations. I believe it's an achievement for beating the game with more than 31 hours. And then you obtain Carmack Transformer 1, 2, 3, or the Carmack Returner, which allows you to turn Yami back. You get a stray bead for beating the game. You get the string of beads for reuniting all 100 stray beads. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can save the game here. The save file will be used to start your new adventure. Saving to a new file instead of overwriting is recommended. Would you like to save? And there you go, New Game Plus. And the first time you beat the game as well, you unlock the presents from Isun. This only unlocks after you beat the game, the very first time. You get to see the art, the music, various videos, and the demon gallery scroll. So first thing, let's go look. What are these Carmack Transformers? So they don't have any real bearing on gameplay. But I will show you what they do. We're gonna skip all this intro stuff. We don't need to worry about any of it. Alright, so we're back. So what's different in New Game Plus? Well, we don't have double jump. We don't have our dodge technique. Obviously. Well, right now we don't even have our celestial brush. But we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4 god techniques, our move lists. But we still have, you know, our combos and our power-ups. So the ones we're missing are the double jump, the fleet foot, which is our dodge. So we're missing the dodge, the fleet foot, we're missing hard head, and we're missing digging champ. Hard head being what allows you to just tackle rocks, breakable rocks, and digging champ being the one that allows you to dig through rock. Those are all abilities that you do not carry over. But you carry over all of your consumables. And see, we have our karmic transformations here as well. You don't have the final 3 weapons. No Thunder Edge, no Tundra Beads, no Solar Flare. You keep your money, you keep your Demon Fangs, and as you notice, all the weapons are still powered up as well. You also don't have every single one of the special artifacts. You miss out, or it takes the Thief's Glove away from you. It takes the water and fire tablets away from you. And I think that's it. But you get to start with these 5. As long as you've got all 100 string of all 100 beads, you get the string of beads. And as you can tell, the string of beads is an incredibly powerful item. Ink Pot and Solar Energy become limitless and attack power times 10. This makes the Golden Ink Pot completely useless because you now have infinite health and infinite ink. Also, if you notice the health, we are missing 5 pips of health. Those correspond with the 15 solar shards, solar fragments that you have to find in the game. And I think, can we go ahead and... Yeah, we can actually go ahead and equip these. So yeah, you can go ahead and equip all these. First things first though, let's put this on and we'll put that on. So what are the karmic transformations? So you have the karmic returner, but then you have these. And so Amaterasu, she's a Shiba now. And she gets a different bark. Oh, and do these have different descriptions too? Great for a change of pace on long journeys. Okay, so no. Here's 3, which is just Amy, but she doesn't have any markings. There's 4. Five. And no, it doesn't change the celestial brush the way it looks at all, from what I remember. And the last couple, here's 7, which is just Shiranui or Amaterasu's final form, where she has just bigger wings and more elaborate markings. And then we have Transformer 8, which makes her look like her statue version. Just gives her the gray or black color of the statue. And then the last one is interesting. Weird. because it's like hyper realistic. Oh, it's hyper realistic. This is one of the early alpha showcases of Amy. She looked like this in a very early version of the game, and it is extremely different to the rest of the art style. It looks so bizarre. And then, of course, you can change Yami back by using the returner. And that's that. And then all your brush techniques get taken away. Your bestiary is actually, and it'll say full now. So you get Yami in all his forms. You have to do each of these individually. But yeah, so now the bestiary is full. But yeah, you keep your treasure and fish tomes. And now all stray beads, and you see right here at the bottom, 1 out of 1 from the Arc of Yamato. The last one we needed. Oh, and your animal tome also. Your animal tome gets completely reset as well, but you keep the log of all the animals. You just haven't fed any of them in this world. And then, of course, your logbook is completely gone. And you also keep all of your praise upgrades. And so yeah, then you can just play through the game all over again. So let's go back to the title. Let's go look at the presents with Isun for a little bit. We can go and have a nice gander. So here we are with the concept art. Just a lot of early designs for the way weapons could have looked. Look at the bells in the bottom right there. Lasers coming out of the bottom, out of them. That would have been so cool. This is the final rendition. Some reflector concepts. There's one that looks like a hand, kind of like Yami did. Like, some of these would have been so good. Amy with some blue markings. This is an illustration I think that they used for one of the canine warriors. Actually, they used this very similar pose, at least. I like this one because these ones, Amy looks happy in them. And she doesn't very frequently look happy. And then we see this one in game, actually. I think this one shows up in Ishaku's house. Divine Retribution and Snarling Beast. Infinity Judge, Trinity Mirror, and then finally Solar Flare. These are what we see whenever we equip. I never really pointed it out, but every time you equip a new Divine Instrument, it shows up in the background, and these are the illustrations that show up in the background. And then Solar Flare has like this massive, awesome just artwork. And then same thing for the glaives and the rosaries. You get all of these in the background whenever you equip them. The art in this game is just so good. Oh, and if you want, you can hide the UI. Should be doing that for these. Is Isun. And he could have had an acorn for a hat at one point in time, but he got his little bug helmet. Let's see, Susano was pretty... His face was pretty set from the start, almost. She had a bowl... Kushi had a bowl of rice on her head at one point, a little sake container. Sakuya at one point in time had even less clothing. Oh no. Kokari used to have absolutely no hair. Karude, his dad. Sleepy the bear. We didn't see much of Madame Fawn at all because never had to go and visit her. Madame Fawn is, for people that forgot, she's the one that would tell you where you needed to go next. You could pay her 500 yen. And then the concept of Onigiri Sensei's head turning upside down for the different... for when he's an old man or when he's actually doing his dojo training. Good old Tama was pretty similar to his concept. Yatsu basically didn't change much at all. The Canine Warriors at one point were going to be human. Both children and men. And then women as well. And then somewhere along the line, they decided to turn them into dogs instead. Kaguya used to have a more bamboo spacesuit outfit with a little bamboo jetpack. I think that's a really cute idea. I guess she still technically had a bamboo jetpack, but it's just not as notable. The cutters. There's Yoichi. Ah, good old Waka. He looked a bit younger in these, but they made him more into a mid-aged man. Ah, Queen Himiko. There's an interesting concept right there. It looks like Benkei is actually holding like a miniature bridge or using it as a weapon of sorts, and I don't know if that was in reference to really. I guess it's actually his carrier that he's using to hold the weapons, which you can see on his back in his final form as well. It's just not as prevalent. But it's funny because it's in reference to him holding the bridge until he can get the fish he wanted. Jin used to be taller. The Emperor used to be, he had a diamond on his head. And then they changed it to a ship full of treasures. Mr. Flower used to just have a big old flower petal. And then they changed it to a small cherry tree. I think it's funny, Urashima used to have a shell on his head, or shell for a head even. At some point in time, they completely got rid of the shell concept, it looks like. And the bullies. The mermaid dancers. And the security guards. And here's Oki. I find it interesting that the original concepts didn't show anything with their animal form. I wonder when that was decided. Oh, well, here's a concept for Kai. She had an animal form. So, at some point in time, they decided that they could become wolves. Old man Ishaku. There's Nagi. And Nami. That one celestial with a big beard. Would it look cool? And here we don't even get his name. Nushi is the name of the boy. And we get a better look at the ending illustrations. I never noticed Isun was in this one. And then the different brush techniques. And that's it for the art. This looked like the Arc of Yamato, sort of. Look at that, a big old dinosaur. Like, we could have been fighting dinosaurs at some point in time. This looks like it might have turned into Ninetales at some point. Like, look at some of these. Some of these concepts are just wild. Just imp butt. Yeah, the monkey in it. The imps are very ape oriented, and it's yeah, it seems like it was very purposefully done from the very beginning. Five-headed dragon. And unfortunately, some of these never just made it into the game. blockhead, my nemesis. May you not return in the sequel. Interesting that Crimson Helm used to be a sort of automaton of sorts. Unless that's just an armor stand with his armor on it. And just a generic demon scroll. Orochi minion. I think that these actually do show up. They're like the little wormy guys that show up in his fight, but during one of the heads. Lockjaw. That's the official name for the locks. Good old Orochi. Lechku, Mechku. A little Okami manga. Looks like the Spider Queen. Looks like at one point in time she was imprisoned. I wonder if just like movies will have meetings where they show these still frames of and they act out a scene to see how it's supposed to go. That's kind of how the mangas are. In all these environments. Gorgeous, gorgeous art style. This would have been. I kind of hope that this is somewhere we start in Okami 2, or the sequel. This little beach scene with a spirit gate. A lot of these concepts, I just really hope that they incorporate. I also have to say, I really love the tiny little depiction of Amaterasu. With her little twig legs. Pre-restore and post-restore. They really do just like take Amy's little cutout and poster in places. It's so cute. Look there she is. Oh, I love it. A little depiction of Amy with a scroll pretending to be an imp. Shrine of Rejuvenation was a cut content. I wonder if that means you were, at one point in time, Rejuvenation was going to be obtained at the Gale Shrine instead. Or at least somewhere in that area. And I think we got something similar, or we got this piece in the game itself. Oh look, and there used to be a big old bamboo thing, so Mr. Bamboo might have actually been here at one point in time. Yep, used to be Mr. Bamboo's house. He used to live in a giant tube of bamboo. Deshima. Or Deshima. This is House of Waka, but we know it as the Tau Trooper headquarters. And this used to be what the Tau headquarters was. It used to be on the ground. Slime creature. So they always wanted to have this here. Turtle submarine. Oh, that would have been really neat. There used to be a Dragon Palace town. We could see some of it that wound up in the final cut, like the Thousand Year Coral. I can't remember what its name was, but right there on the left, that sort of made it into the final bit of the game. Different takes on the Dragon Palace. I love the little Amaterasu with the giant key. The little ha! That's adorable. Oh, and I love that sinister looking Ninetales constellation. That's really neat. And if you notice, the red moon looks very similar to Yami. It has like 9 tails because 9 tails, but it looks a lot like Yami as well. Good old Cat Call Tower. The Ancient Ruins, which was for us the entrance to Kamui. Looks like the Blizzard Machine solution used to be in front of it. There used to be more of a situation where Lechku and Nechku would perch on things. See here, inside of the Ark of Yamato, instead of Crimson Helm, it's showing the owls. So originally, they were going to have Lechku and Nechku as one of the fights, which honestly, thematically, would have made much more sense. But I'm guessing that they swapped to Crimson Helm because the whole fight was done with Oki originally, and so they didn't know how to incorporate something like that after you had departed from them. And then a high-res bestiary, which you can see in the game itself. Which you can also have a full uninterrupted scroll in-game. That was all the art. There's music. Let's see. Oh, is this? There's your Okay, so this is the thank you version. Does not have the lyrics. So this is what plays after Yami has stripped Emi of her powers, and Isun is rallying the people of Nippon to restore their faith in her and give her her strength back. There is a version of this that I believe is just called Reset that has lyrics. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of music that I highly recommend looking up. So you don't want the thank you version. Thank you is is the in-game one. So internal company presentations. So these are fun. I really like that they added these in here because we get to see what Okami could have been. See, look here. Here's the comic transformation. The very realistic style. I love what we have, what we got. Because the water, like the Japanese watercolor styling is so iconic for Okami. This would have been an interesting... This would have been a very interesting... Oh, and it was also OhKami. Oh, Kami. Yeah, this would have been a very interesting art style. I'm really glad that we got what we got. But wow. It would have been pretty wild to see. And look at Divine Retribution here. The wild looking thing. And then we get to see some of the monster concepts as well. And she used to shoot lasers. We could have had an Amaterasu that shot lasers. I am curious about them going from OhKami to OkamiHD. Like they dropped the H. Oh, here's the entire scroll. And I have no idea what he's saying. Oh, here we go. I can gently scroll like this. I love that you can see in the background all the little references to enemies that we don't all fight directly. Look, we even have, you know, the feet of the soldiers that we had to dodge whenever we were transformed into a small version for a little while. The detail. They didn't have to do all this detail, and still, they did. And then we can even see the water dragon here. And then both of them, both Otohime and Waka's version of the water dragon. Since we had to contend with him for a while. He wasn't an official monster, but we did have to fight with him. Or we had to evade him. I love they threw the arc of Yamato right there and then slides right into Yami. And that's it. That has been my playthrough of Okami. I might do one more playthrough with New Game Plus, showcasing just how powerful the string of beads is. Let me know what you think. This is going to go up on YouTube. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to put a link to the version of Reset that I have been talking about, but I highly recommend looking it up and watching it and listening to it for yourself, because it is a gorgeous piece of music. But that's all for now. I don't know what comes next, but I hope that you've enjoyed this playthrough of Okami as much as I have. This has honestly been the best playthrough I have ever had, as far as me just enjoying the game once more. So thank you so much for watching. Everybody who came and watched during my streams, everybody who has watched on YouTube, it means so much to me, and it just, thank you for enjoying this game along with me. And I hope that one day you'll play it as well and enjoy it just the same. But until then, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, @TreekFluff. Subscribe to my Twitch and follow me there, @TreekFluff as well. I hope to see you again. But until then, take care of yourself. Have a great day.